Using Google Sheets to take attendance. The learning outcomes for this tutorial are 1. Comprehension of the basic formatting functions in Google Sheets. 2. The ability to modify this template to suit your own needs. And 3. To share this layout with your colleagues and demonstrate how it works. Timestamps for the different steps of this tutorial are listed here, in case you would like to skip ahead to a specific section or you are re-watching it. Part 1. The basics. First, name your spreadsheet. Important vocabulary includes cell, row, column, and sheet. Cells are designated by a letter and a number. Columns are lettered and rows are numbered. You can select a row by clicking on the number on the left-hand side. Once selected, you can move it or apply a function like bold to the entire row. The same can be done with columns. By right-clicking once you've selected, you can open a window that provides you with other editing options. Inside your file, you can create multiple sheets by clicking on the plus at the bottom. By selecting the blank box in the corner underneath the FX symbol, you can select the entire spreadsheet. To recap, each cell is named after the column, letter, and row number. For instance, A1. An entire row or column can be selected by clicking on the letter or number. You can create multiple sheets inside your file. By clicking the blank left corner underneath the FX, you can select the entire sheet. Part 2, Formatting. Once you have all of your sheets selected, go to Format and select Alternating Colors. Alternating colors is easier on your eyes for viewing the sheet. Next, type student names in the first column, column A. As an example, some sample student info has been entered so you can see what the sheet looks like when it's filled out. You can make the rows wider so that longer names are easier to see. Select row 1 and then click the bold button. Select the entire spreadsheet and click Center Align. Now, let's recap. You can add alternating colors by selecting the entire sheet, clicking Format, and then scrolling down to click Alternating Colors. Title the first column Student Names, and you can title subsequent columns for any other info that you need. You can drag the columns wider so that longer names are not cut off. For ease of viewing, you can make the top row bold and center align the entire sheet. Part 3, Formatting Part 2. In the top columns, add the dates that your class will meet. Once all of your dates are entered, you may notice a problem. At the later dates in your sheet, you can no longer see which row corresponds to which student. There's an easy fix. Select the column of student names. Click View, and then Freeze. Then select the option One Column. Now, no matter how far to the right you scroll, you can always see the student names. You can do the same steps for rows. If you had a long list of student names, freeze the top row to always see the dates. To recap, rows and columns can be frozen. That way, no matter how far you scroll, you can always see important information. Part 4. The sum function. Cells can do math operations. You can add together side-by-side cells in a column or row. Type equals sum and a round bracket into one of the cells. Then type the first cell of your range followed by a colon, in this instance A3 colon. Then type the end cell of your range and close the bracket, in this case D3 bracket. Notice that once you've typed your bracket, Google will highlight the cells in range for you so you can double check what you've selected. Hit Enter and your operation is complete. Cell E3 now displays the sum of the row A3 to D3. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 16. Let's recap. Google Sheets can do math for you. In this step, we covered adding together a range of cells. To get the sum of a range, type the following formula. For instance, in this formula, you will get the sum of all cells in row 3 from A3 to F3. Part 5. Applying sum to your rows. Scroll to the end of your class dates and add a column for total. Then type equals sum and a round bracket. Scroll back to the first date in your list to ensure that you name the correct cell. Then type the name of that first cell in your range, a colon, and then the last cell in your range. Make sure all of this is inside round brackets. Once you close the bracket, Google will show you the range that you have selected. Now, repeat that step for each one of your students. Next, you can test your sheet by typing the number 1 into random dates. If it's working, the total column will give you the number of dates attended for each student. To recap, using the sum function, your sheet can automatically tally attendance for you. So, what's next? You can create your own attendance sheet. A link to this template is also available in the description. Don't forget to check out the next video to learn how to use other math operations to enter your dates and get attendance percentages. Thanks for watching.